Hey everybody, this is Tom Rag again with you with episode 5 of What the Hell Wednesday, and seeing as how the Xbox announcement was made yesterday, and I did release a video about it as well, I kind of want to talk a little bit more about it. I am extremely excited about the new Xbox coming out, and if I could pre-order one right now, I would love to, but that's not going to happen. Now, with the new Xbox, it sounds like the hard drive, it's going to be a 500 gigabyte hard drive. Now, I'm not for sure on this. I don't remember where I had read it at yesterday, but it sounds like possibly that 500 gig hard drive is not going to be a removable one. And if there's anybody out there that knows I'm wrong when I say that, that's fine. Let me know. But I'm not sure what Microsoft's philosophy was with that. Maybe if it is that fixed hard drive, they're basing it more on that it's going to be a lot of cloud service, so your hard drive is going to be dedicated more for installing games onto your Xbox, so you won't have to use the disc at all once you do that. I could be wrong though with that, but I'm guessing that's what their philosophy was behind it. Honestly, from my perspective, with the Skype being so dedicated to the new Xbox, the Xbox One, I'm not sure if it's going to take on like Microsoft is hoping, or if it will. I could be completely wrong as well. I do have Skype on my computer, but I very rarely used it. I only used it when I was overseas to call back home because it was way cheaper than using calling cards. But I think Microsoft's going to be really making a big push with using Skype with the Xbox as far as communication goes. So we'll see. It's up in the air. That's not one of my services, or one of the services with the Xbox that I'm looking most forward to. I am glad that Microsoft finally jumped on board to go with a Blu-ray player. So I don't know what I'm going to do with my PS3. I'll probably just try and sell it and get what I can out of it, because honestly that's the only thing I use my PS3 for. I have one game for it, and that was Mag, and I think I only played it a handful of times. I picked it up at a local pawn shop because it was cheap. Now, a big thing that they did update as far as Xbox Live go is you can now you can have up to 1,000 friends on your friends list. So if those of you out there that are that popular and want to have 1,000 friends, go for it. I could not imagine having 1,000 friends on my Xbox list, because it would be so, like, constantly having pop-ups. I guess you could turn that off, but I thought 100 friends was enough, but I guess there are people out there that wanted it. Otherwise, I don't think Microsoft really would have talked about it, or not talked about it, but added it. And it sounds like they updated the matchmaking as far as Xbox Live goes, so that'll be interesting to see how that's based. The way they do it right now is just based on kind of your player skill, but the new matchmaking mode is also going to finally start incorporating your like reviews from other people that you've played with. So, because as far as I know, Microsoft doesn't really do anything with that right now, but I guess now they're just trying to get some use out of it, and hopefully it makes matchmaking for video games a lot better. We'll just have to wait and see as far as that goes. The another thing too, when they were talking about a new and updated Xbox Live, they were talking about how currently, give or take, they have 15,000 servers to support Xbox Live, and when the Xbox One comes out, it's going to have 300,000 servers. That's a pretty big number, a large increase, and I think part of that reason is to support all the cloud-based services that Microsoft is now going to offer with the Xbox, and it's going to be needed. Now, hopefully, depending on how the Microsoft release does, that will be enough, because we've seen in the past with, like, when EA released like SimCity for the PC, they didn't have nearly enough servers, and nothing you couldn't even play the game because it was all online based, having to be connected to the internet to play. So we'll see if that's enough servers. Hopefully it is. Hopefully Microsoft took that into consideration when they did this. But once again, we will just have to wait and see. What E3 starts June 11th through the 13th. So it's less than a month away, and obviously Microsoft and Sony are going to have a lot more announcements to come along with their new releases for the next gen consoles. I'm hoping it's E3 when we will get the release date for the Xbox One and the PS4, as well as the price points. Is Microsoft only going to have one version of the Xbox One at release, or like they did with the previously with, like, you had the Xbox 360 arcade and the Xbox 360 premium, or whatever it was called? I don't really remember right now. But they didn't really make much note if there was going to be two different versions of the console at the announcement yesterday. Probably just going to be one. Not 100% sure on that. I guess I'm not really 100% sure on anything. But, you know, it's fun to guess, and I'm still really hoping, and I'm probably dead wrong on this, but since Microsoft got this big, or partnered with the NFL for so much integration into the Xbox One, you would think that if the Xbox was going to be released like halfway through or over halfway through the NFL season this year, that they would have just held off on doing something like that for the NFL until next year, once the console is already out and they've gotten a lot of the bugs and stuff fixed out of it.
I'm just getting pooped
But my thought, and it is probably way off, is that it could possibly, I would say, maybe be released in September, although that doesn't really go along with the strategy for previous Xbox launches from Microsoft. But one can only hope, and E3 will hopefully give us the sure answer of when it's going to be. And they'll also be able to tell us how much it costs. I know it sounded like in the rumors online prior to the Xbox One event, or the Xbox release event yesterday, that some people were thinking that Microsoft was shooting for either like a $299 or $399 price point. And I guess I don't know how much, like, or an estimated guess of how much the Xbox would cost to build, but I guess if they get the parts cheap enough, or some effect like that's feasible, my guess is it's probably going to be $450, $500. That's just a guess, so it's kind of a Hail Mary guess, and I'm not going to be right on that, but it's fun to think about. The Xbox, they also at the reveal yesterday, they were talking about Xbox exclusive titles and how there was going to be 15 of them within the first year of the Xbox One being released, and that I believe it was 8 of them were going to be brand new series and franchises. So hopefully they're not all going to be big hits, but I guess it's possible that they possibly could be. But as long as at least like a couple come out of it that are going to be fun and popular games that everybody wants to play. Because if you think about the history on the Xbox, you have Gears of War, that was a highly popular game for the Xbox. Halo obviously is pretty much what Xbox was built on, and it has a huge fan base already. But it'll be fun to see what some of the new, are they going to be first-person shooters, strategy, role-playing games? What kind of games are they going to be? We're just going to have to wait and find out for that as well. And it sounds like, and I guess I can't really talk about yesterday's event without talking about Call of Duty Ghosts. I'm actually, like, when Modern Warfare 3, I was like, oh yeah, alright, Modern Warfare 3 is coming out, I'll probably buy it because I play a lot of Call of Duty games. And then Black Ops 2 came out, or was announced, and I was like, I don't know, maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. Well, obviously I ended up getting it. And I was excited with the Black Ops 2 about the, with the pick 10 system for your classes. It was a great idea, and I liked it. It kind of changed things up a little bit, and especially the way you could get kill streaks now is all points you get from anything, assists, shooting down UAVs, counter UAVs, stuff like that.
Don't make me laugh.
Add to your kill streaks, which was great idea. I'm interested to see how with Call of Duty Ghost, Infinity Ward is going to change it up. I know they're kind of aiming for something new, and supposedly they said they were going to take a huge chance on this instead of going with what's worked. It'll be interesting to see. Hopefully we'll hear more about Call of Duty Ghosts in E3 in a couple weeks, and we'll get more multiplayer type stuff to go along with it. Alright, if you have any comments or you think I missed anything or screwed anything up, let me know and post in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel and give me a like if you want. I'd really appreciate it. In the bottom left, it's my What the Hell Wednesday episode 2 about